Hi everyone! In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a Cameo piece similar to this one using this Cameo mold. So this is going to be a two-part video. The first part, I will show you guys how to make the frame out of this mold that I have from Rockstar Hottie. And the second part of the video, I will show you guys how to fill in the Cameo frame with an image of your choice and top it off with some resin. So for this part of the video, we're just going to be working on getting the frame, and I'm going to be using a different color, but the technique is completely the same and you can make it with any color of your choice. So let's get started. So I already have my pink resin mixed on the side. If you want to know how to mix a colored resin, you can watch my tutorial about using food coloring to dye your resin color. So I will add an annotation to that video on the side. And so I have my resin mixed already, and this is my mold that I'm going to be using. So it has all these intricate details on top, and I'm just going to fill those in with this pink resin first. So I just use a toothpick or anything that has a fine point. You can also use a skewer or anything like that. And I just dip it into the resin and get a little bit and put it where I want it to be. So this is a very slow process. And so I'm just filling in the big holes first. And once you're done with the big ones, you can go in and see if there's any other spots that needs a little bit more resin, because as resin spread, it will be lower, because when you first put your drop, it's kind of like a dome shape, and then it will spread. So just add a little bit more where you think is necessary. And then the hardest part is filling in all these little holes on the side. So just take a very small amount of resin on your toothpick and just dab it very lightly. So I'm doing these ones in the middle first because it's kind of a medium size, and the ones on the edges are really, really small. And then now I'm going in to fill in all the edges. So this is just a very slow and tedious process, but the end result will look amazing. So now that I've finished filling in all the cavities, you should get something that looks like this. Just let this layer cure completely before pouring in a separate layer, and I will come back and show you guys how I do that. So it's been 24 hours since the details for this Cameo mold has been filled, and the front looks like this. And now we're going to do the back layer. So I have my resin mixed here already. So it is clear right now, but I'm going to be adding this gold colored pearl powder. So now that I've added my gold pigments, I'm just going to mix it in. Now that I have my gold resin mixed, I'm just going to pour it right into the mold on top of the current layer. So make sure that you put enough to cover all the edges, but not too much that it will overflow. And now you just have to wait for this piece to cure, and you want to check back in a little bit to make sure that you pop the bubbles that you need to, and just let this piece sit and cure completely. So I'm actually going to try to pop some right now with my lighter. and you just wave it over the resin really quickly. You want to do this really quickly because I am using a plastic mold, and plastic will melt with a lot of heat, but if you do it really quickly, the plastic is strong enough to withstand that. So just to get rid of some of the bubbles, and I will check back on this piece maybe 10 minutes later to see if any more bubbles are popping up, and I will pop those. So just keep an eye on this piece until you have no more bubbles and let it cure. I will come back and show you guys the finished piece when it is completely cured. So it's been about 2 days since I poured this piece, and now it is completely cured, so I'm going to pop it out on camera and show you guys. So I just crack it a little bit and then pull the piece out. So here is the finished Cameo. This is just a Cameo frame. We still have to add our image in the middle. So here's what that looks like. And you can see the golden shimmery pearl powder coming through, and it's really pretty. And the back is smooth and shiny. So I will make a part 2 of the Cameo tutorial to show you guys how to add an image in the middle. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and thank you for watching.